Hello everybody, this is Mateo and we are heading into the next world, Bubblegloop Swamp. So yay for that, that's fun. This world only has one move, as Bottles is probably going to tell us almost immediately. Yep, there he goes. He always tells you when there's a new move, so that's good. You always know what to look for, and it just happens to be right here. So real easy to find. You can get it right at the beginning of the world, which is good because we needed to go through quite a bit of it and collect stuff. And then Banjo kind of slips and insults Kazooie as well. Bottles and Kazooie have quite a bit of a rivalry going here. It's kind of interesting, especially considering that Bottles gives Kazooie all of the moves. Because really, Banjo does a whole lot of nothing. I mean, technically he doesn't even have to walk. Kazooie can do that for him after the first world, so... Kazooie is really doing all this. Banjo is just kind of there. And I mean, he could use his standard B attack and punch some stuff, but it is so incredibly weak that you just want to use all the other moves as well instead. So there's that. And also I'm full on feathers, so that was completely pointless. There's a honey hive over there if you so need it. And, well, I really don't need the boots right now. Really, just get a Mumbo token there, which I might go back and grab. But we can get the yellow Jinjo over there, which is kind of weird because it's the last Jinjo on the list of 5, but you find it first, which actually happens quite a bit. Can already name one other world where they do that, but I'll get to that when I get to that. So let's go ahead and grab this Mumbo token, just because there actually is a transformation in this world. However, I think we already have more than plenty. And if you want to end the boots early, just press the B button and you will get rid of them, so that's good. You also want to make sure that you have a bunch of invincibility feathers, because we're going to be using those shortly enough, right over there, actually. But first, let's go hit this switch with the Jiggy on it, which will make the Jiggy appear. And now we have to hurry up, otherwise the Jiggy will shatter. So, going to ignore all the other pathways for now. Just going to run across here, and then we'll backtrack a little bit in order to grab everything. Okay, I fell. And when you don't have the boots on, you're going to take damage in that water. But luckily, I had already taken damage, so I basically had invincibility frames. But here, you're going to want to not fail at killing the frogs with the invincibility feathers and your invincibility move, because you only get so many of them, and they take 2 hits. Their sprite kind of looks like bees, their face sprite. But yeah, they take 2 hits, and oh boy, there goes our Jiggy. And then Gruntilda, of course, has something to say about this, so yeah. But they take 2 hits otherwise, and they're kind of difficult to kill, so you might want to use your invincibility feathers for that. That's the kind of moment where the invincibility feathers are actually really helpful. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this one again. Doing this kind of out of the order of what I was planning. I was hoping to get this one first, but alas, no. So let's just go ahead and run on all the way up. So, you know, you could be kind of cautious with this. I mean, they gave you plenty of time. The other one that's kind of like this, however, not so much. Okay, this is where I fell last time, I do believe. So let's just go ahead and jump it and be completely reckless. And I have 29 seconds to make it all the way over there, so yeah, they gave you plenty of time. So let's go ahead and grab that, and now we have to backtrack across this path, grab everything that was along the other ends of this, including notes, which I almost fell off. That would have been bad. And other things as well. We got a Jinjo over here, so let's go ahead and grab him, the second one. Both in the list and the one that we grab. And got a couple more notes. We have a Mumbo token trying to camouflage among all of the blue eggs. So yay for that. We definitely have plenty, although you're going to want to keep on collecting them because the next world actually has a transformation as well. So they don't really give you a break in between transformations this time. Also, that is not what I want to do. These guys, you're going to be finding them as you go through the level. You want to spit eggs into their mouth so that they'll disappear. And eventually you'll get a Jiggy from it, because that's just about everything that you get from something as complicated as that. We have a giant turtle over there, but I'm going to head over here first, because this is actually where the golden crocodile type thing appeared, so I'm just going to go here. And remember from the first world, you want to ground pound these things in order to open them up, and they all contain, almost all of them contain shock disc pads, except for this one, which contains the grunty switch and a couple of notes. So that's good, and her hat breaks, and she no longer has a witch's hat. She has one of those, like, type of sombrero type things that the stereotypical samurai wears. I mean, like, I didn't watch Samurai Jack at all. My parents didn't let me because they thought it was like a bad show or whatever. But didn't Samurai Jack at least at some point have one of those, maybe? I don't know. Like the wooden bamboo disc hats or whatever. I don't know. It seems like a lot of games with a samurai character has that kind of a hat, I guess. I don't know. And there we go. We get a Jiggy from that. So yeah, for that. Also, I was not paying attention as to where the next crocodile showed up. So let's just head on down here. Hopefully I can make that. Yes, I did. Although I probably didn't have to do that ground pound because it's not that far of a fall. Okay, all this stuff under the posts or whatever you'd call them, we can't pick up right now. So we're going to save that for later. I guess don't want to go over there yet. That guy, that alligator is scary, so we're going to skip him for now. I feel as though the crocodile might have moved over here. I doubt it, though. Oh, well, we have... Yeah, that's an example of those guys hurting me. But we have a turtle over here, and if you talk to him, he'll say something like his feet are cold, and you want to ground pound them so that he'll move them back into his shell. Why he can't do that without you ground pounding them, I have no idea. Yeah, see, here we go. Yes, his feet are so numb and cold. I'm guessing it's because they're like numb or something that he can't move them, and you're just using some acupuncture so the feeling comes back. And he spits out a Jiggy, and also he opens his mouth, so take note of that. But real quickly, I'm going to head over here. Yeah, I feel this is the spot of a future crocodile. I really should have been paying attention. Oh well, it's not that bad. We'll just do a little bit of backtracking. Okay, and there's our 5th Jiggy? Maybe? 4th, okay. And let's head into his mouth. And then get a game over because he digested us. Actually, he has an entire turtle colony within him, so turtleception, I guess. Hello there, Tip-Tup. Yes, he is Tip-Tup. I spoiled his name like 3 seconds before he did. Now we want to memorize. Light blue, blue, purple. That's easy, just a diagonal. Okay. Yeah, kinda short, but as we go longer into this, he will do more and more notes, basically. So, let's hope that I don't lose, because every time you mess it up, you actually get hurt. And I do not want to get a game over because of this, although it is entirely likely. Blue, pink, purple. Yellow, light blue, blue, purple, pink. Okay, blue, pink, purple. I was thinking like maybe it's the opposite. Blue, pink, purple, yellow, light blue, I think? Yeah. Yellow, light blue. I might have to use pencil and paper for this last one, I don't know. Okay, yeah, splendid, even though I got hurt once and messed it up. Light blue, purple, red, blue, red. Okay, I don't think that's too bad. I feel like I memorized the path more than I did the colors. And then it goes red, blue, pink. I know all of them were used at least once. I feel like red went again, and then yellow. Alright, awesome. I didn't mess up. Cool, except for that one time on the second choir, but oh well. Yeah, I guess it was a masterpiece, I don't know. But you get a Jiggy for it, and we got yet another Jiggy. Also, there's a Mumbo token behind him. Gotta remember to grab that, but also, you want to remember to grab this. It's kind of difficult to grab it before you do his whole choir practice thing, because he'll keep on talking to you and like, oh, you want me to do the lesson again? So go ahead and grab that after you do his choir practice, I guess. It'd probably be better. But now we can leave this area. So much progress. Oh, God, running right into the bog, why don't you? Okay, let's see here. Already did that section. I can't see because of the pop-up. There we go. I feel as though... No, there is... I think there's one other section around here that I could do right now. Yeah, we can go over this way. I haven't grabbed the notes yet. There's something over here that I want to quickly do. Just because, and we have some frogs. Go ahead and just kill these guys because they only take one hit. It's the yellow frogs for that one Jiggy that you want to kill with the invincibility wings. Make sure you have at least near full to do that, because as you saw, I used quite a bit of my own. Now let's just see if I can make this jump. I can. And we have some notes over there that I might try to grab in a minute. And we have this gigantic egg. But first, go ahead, grab that life if you want. And then we just want to keep on hitting the X on this egg using our various moves. For this one, you want to charge it, and then you can ground pound it one last time. For whatever reason, they made every other one the ground pound. And there, we got a Jiggy, because Jiggies come out of eggs, apparently. And now you know how babies are born, or Jiggies, rather. Oh well. So, I'm just going to wait over here for the lily pad to come back. Okay, so I have a bit of a story that I've been meaning to tell, and I've just been waiting for me to shut up about the game for like 5 seconds in order to be able to segue to it, and waiting for that lily pad was the perfect time to go do that. So if you're using this as a guide, just pay attention to what I'm doing, but I just really want to tell this story. So late at night, and by late at night I mean about midnight, basically what happened was, well, let me set the scene. It's midnight, and it's summer break, we're bored, and by we're bored I mean me and my girlfriend, and so we decided to play the Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, but make a race out of it, and we've been doing this before, however no success because I'd always lose. At some point, I'd always get like ahead, but then I'd lose horribly to one of the gym leaders or something, but that's besides the point. We don't need to listen about my failure. We instead need to listen to about hers, because my god was it hilarious. And just keep in mind this was at 12, so this might not be as funny as what we originally thought it was, but my god, it was hilarious when it first happened. So, when you do the Pokemon Emerald Randomizer... Oh, hey, here's the Croctus. Okay. Well, when you do the Pokemon Emerald Randomizer, basically what happens is it gives you random Pokemon per each route, and also random starters as well. And her first batch of starters, for this time, was, I think it was an Anorith, a Lileep, and a Gengar. And we're like, okay, well, at least my reasoning is that, well, Lileep sucks and it probably only has, like, Wrap or something, so you're not going to be doing any damage whatsoever. And for whatever reason, I thought that Anorith was kind of the same way, even though it probably had Scratch or something a whole lot better. But I was like, just use Gengar, because a lot of the Pokemon won't be able to affect you at that point, because they all pretty much have normal moves. But I warned her, saying, like, although Gengar probably only has a Ghost-type move. But she did pick Gengar because the other two kind of really sucked. Anorith might have been good, but Gengar seemed better at the time. So she gets into the very first battle, where you have to save Birch, and it's a Zigzagoon level 2, as it always is. And guess what? Gengar's only moves are Lick, Spite, and... I honestly forget the third one. It wasn't that good. It was an auxiliary move, though, so it's not like she could have used it to damage it. But basically, her only attacking move is Lick. So she can't do any damage to it whatsoever, because Normal is unaffected. Normal is not affected by Ghost, and Lick is a Ghost-type move. So she's just kind of stuck there, trying to figure out what to do. So I suggest to her to make the Zigzagoon struggle, so it'll take recoil damage. And so to do this, she uses her Spite attack to make its PP go down really quickly. And it works. Except, struggle, the Zigzagoon is actually doing more damage than it is taking damage from the recoil. So she's kind of stuck again, and she loses against the first Zigzagoon, which we thought was hilarious. But then the story continues. She messes up catching her first Pokemon. I forget what it was, but it just didn't work out. She didn't catch it. The second one was a Jump Bluff, and we're only allowing ourselves to catch one Pokemon per route, keep in mind, part of the Nuzlocke rules. So she catches the Jump Bluff, And I look it up, and it can't learn any moves except for, well, it doesn't learn an actual attacking move until, like, level 20 or 30, where it learns Tackle. And then it learns Mega Drain at level 40 or 50, or something like that. So it's going to be forever until it can actually attack. So she gets into battle with a trainer, and guess what they have? Zigzagoon. So instead of making the Zigzagoon struggle, she tries to get herself to struggle, and it works, and she wins against the first Zigzagoon. And since she has no PP for her moves left, she goes to heal, and she goes to fight the next trainer, and they have a Zigzagoon. At that moment, she gave up and restarted the Nuzlocke, and chose a different starter Pokemon. So, that was fun. And with that, I'm going to end it here and continue my story with coming up next, because oh boy is there more. So I will see you all then.